Hello everybody, it's Zack Rhodes level 4 for the weekly update. A few things today. First of all, videos this week should be normal. We're in a, now that the thing from last Sunday, the 9th of Av, is past, we're in a lull between Jewish events, and the next is going to be in about 6 weeks. That's when the Jewish New Year and that whole holiday month comes about. So we're good through August into the beginning of September. So Warrior Land 4 started last week. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and people have been receiving it positively, and I appreciate that. So that's going to continue this week. We're also going to have more Trails videos. As discussed at the end of the Sephiroth Civil War, we're working on stuff for the Sephiroth. It was announced that we're doing a podcast, amongst other things. So that I don't think that's starting up this week. I think that's starting up next week. But in the meantime, we're working on stuff. We've got things already created. It's going to be a good time. And yeah, I'm going to try stream this week. Last week was my 4-year-ish anniversary of becoming a Twitch affiliate. I wanted to do something, but since I was doing the Sephiroth Civil War streams, that kind of took my stream time. So this week I'll do something. I don't know what yet. Maybe we'll find some multiplayer stuff. Who knows? You know, I haven't done a multiplayer stream in a while, but maybe we'll do something. Maybe I'll figure it out. I mean, I don't count the Animal Crossing streams as a multiplayer stream. I count those as their own thing because it's really just for a few people that still play Animal Crossing. But yeah, I mean actual Steam multiplayer games or Switch multiplayer games or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some Mario Kart. Who knows? And Smash Bros. Never done that before on stream, so it'll be something new. Let's see. And yeah, so last week was the Sephiroth Civil War. We talked about it, but when I did the last weekly update, it was still ongoing. So we reached our goal. On Monday, I did the Nagito cosplay for the last block. I thought it was very funny. I was more or less in character, and it was probably very infuriating to all the people watching, which I guess is the point. But thank you for bearing with me, and thank you again to everybody who helped with the event, whether you streamed or you helped spread the word or you donated. It's all very much appreciated. You're good people. Let's see. So this past week, we started Wario. As you can see, I shaved. I mainly shaved because of the Nagito cosplaying, but also I haven't shaved in a while, so I did a couple of art things. I did two. I'm pretty sure I did two. Patreon pieces. I wanted to do 3. I started working on the third one, but it was just I was not feeling well last week. My back was killing me. Usually when I do really long streams for more than once a week. The reason why I don't stream twice a week, which I would love to do, because I have games that need to be finished. It just hurts a lot. My back gets really bent out of shape, and I pretty much suffer for the rest of the week. So I only do, my one stream a week, if that much, if I'm feeling okay. So if you're wondering, Dovey, why don't you stream more? It's not because I don't have the time, because I do have the time. It just hurts a lot, and then I can't draw for the rest of the week. I can't record YouTube videos and stuff. It just sucks. It sucks. So yeah, the first. So yeah, the first. 1 2 3  4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 1 The first thing that I did for Patreon was for MajorMooch of another person from the Proton, Proton John Egg Pack, Lucian. I'm not really sure how the X is pronounced, but it's their online character. So yeah, I really like how that came out. And come on. The other thing that I did, I was able to get done is Nekomaru Nidai, the Ultimate Team Manager. I wish I could do Patrick Seitz's voice, but I cannot. But anyway, I really, really, really like how this came out. I really like how this came out. When you see the Let's Draw for it, you'll see what the how I did it. It was more or less entirely using a painted type brush, and it worked with Nekomaru because he has more rough features in general with his artwork. So yeah, I really like how it came out. It's up on Redbubble if you want to get a print or anything. But yeah. Let's see. Next week, we're actually going to be getting counters and sinks for our kitchen, so that's exciting. We'll actually be able to use the kitchen. Right now we just have... I think the microwaves are being installed tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, because right now all we have is two ovens and a fridge, so it's not fun. We're using the bathrooms as sinks. The good news about using bathrooms as sinks and not having any dishwashers hooked up is that people actually have to do the dishes and immediately, because otherwise there's nowhere to put it. So we haven't had dirty dishes piling up in the sink for several weeks, which is nice. And it's probably going to stop once we get the dishwashers and the sinks in, but I'm really hoping people just, do their dishes anyway, because it takes all of 1 minute. Let's see. Final Fantasy X turned 20 this past week, which is nuts. I feel very old. Let's see what else we got. I went to Barnes & Noble this past week. I don't have the books on me, but I haven't been to a Barnes & Noble in a very long time. I bought some Danganronpa manga, Danganronpa 2 specifically manga. There are 2 Danganronpa 2 mangas. There were 2 there, 2 different ones. There was one called Ultimate Luck and Hope and Despair, and another one was Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. The Ultimate Luck and Hope and Despair is Danganronpa 2 from Nagito's perspective, which is, it's more or less the same, just with, you get to see some of the behind-the-scenes things, going on when Hajime's off throwing birdseed at people or whatever. And the other one is a alternate telling or something. I didn't buy that one, but I got a couple volumes of the first one, so it's good. I like the art style a lot. So yeah, it was fun just walking around to Barnes & Noble for a few hours. I love libraries, I love bookstores. It's just, there's a feeling of potential, man, there's so much to read and learn here. I absolutely love it. Let's see. Right. So I made a couple tweets based on the fact that there was a thing going around on Twitter showing I might have mentioned this last time, 2 people in a Barnes & Noble. One is dressed as Ibuki Miyoda and one is dressed as Nagito Komeda, just holding hands and walking through Barnes & Noble, and just so this is happening in Iowa. So I took a picture of the Barnes & Noble. I said, there are no Danganronpa cosplayers here. So it was funny seeing the responses of something yeah, well, obviously Dovi, you need to fill in the gap, or it's the person holding the camera, but one person, Zalanok, said, I always knew you're destined to cosplay Hiyoko. So I thought that was funny. I'm just imagining myself dressed as Hiyoko Saionji and how horrible that would be. Let's see. What else happened this week? Doing stuff in Trails in the Sky was good. And Twitter is, so they're getting rid of the Fleets feature, which is like the Instagram stories, because no one cares. But they're saying that they're testing a new feature which you can up and down vote replies to a tweet, which sounds like it is, and the downvotes aren't shown, only the upvotes. So like, A, what's the point? And B, why? Why was this something that you thought was necessary on Twitter.com? It is stupid. It's gonna die too, because there's no way that that's going to stay. It's moronic. Yeah, and the other thing I drew this past week was just a little doodle for pose practice, and that was Junie Bug's OC Junie Bun. 1 second, and just scroll through Twitter. There we go. So yeah, it's not super detailed, but I just wanted to try to do a pose thing. So I'm trying this thing that I saw from Jaboka, and he saw from a VTuber who does art. Essentially, instead of just doing like, the circle and then trying to block out the body and stuff, you just take like a pen or whatever, and you make like, obviously it's really only works with digital, but you make just like big generalized body shapes, not like the line work outlines, but just the big blocky body shapes, and then you refine it from there. And that's how I've been doing the 3 pieces of art this week. And it works out pretty nicely, because you have in your mind's eye the general shape, but as you're trying to draw out line work, like, sometimes the proportions kind of get skewed as you're making the lines and trying to see, like, okay, I have the head here, and then you get to the neck and chest, and it's just kind of like off. So if you just make a big block of gray, and then 2 blocks as arms and stuff, you can kind of see where you want things to go, and then draw the line work on top of that. So it worked very well with the Nekomaru and with this stuff, and I might continue to try it out. Let's see. There's a teaser for a Dead Space remake, which is interesting. MagFest dates were announced, which is super exciting. It's going to be Super MagFest is going to be January 6th through 9th. Everyone's saying nice. So finally, it's not going to be New Year's weekend for like the first time in 4 years, which is great. And yeah, I'm really excited for the event. There's a survey for those of you who are interested in attending, like the at MagFest Twitter has like a link to information, but there's a survey there about like safety of how much you would want a mandatory mask type of thing, or trying to have mandatory vaccinations or whatever, which I don't know how they would enforce either, but you can tell them if you want it or not, and how much safety or whatever you are willing to put up with for the event to happen. So they're obviously going to be using that going forward. So yeah, if you're going to MagFest, I hope to see you there. I'm really, really excited to just see my friends in that context again. I was learning this week about gradient maps in Clip Studio, especially with like a rainbowy, reflective thing. So I'm gonna try that out some more. And anything else this week? Oh yeah, Jewish comedian Jackie Mason passed away yesterday, 93, which is sad. He was a legend. I don't know if like people heard of him in non-Jewish circles, but I know at least in the Jewish comedy scene, you know, he's been like the premier comedian for ever. So it's just kind of sad to see him pass away. It's the end of another end of an era. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else to talk about here. I'm looking forward to trying to finish up the last 3 Patreon pieces this week, continuing Warrior Land 4, continuing Trails in the Sky, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. This has been Zack Rhodes 4, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.